Okay, today you'll know very soon what this video is about, but there is some um energy coming through right now. It's I would say it's confrontational. Yeah, it's a confrontational kind of energy. That is because I have started a Reiki course. I have started this um, practice and education to become a certified Reiki master. In this course, um, there are some drawings, some symbols that are used. Uh, it's part, so what is that? It's part of a ritual, right? In a way. So it's a way of identifying intention. It is this. Now, I'm not teaching Reiki in this video, so if that's what you're looking for, I'm not that at this point. I am not a Reiki master, not qualified to teach Reiki at this point, but I have I must challenge a thought that came into my awareness. So um in the course of taking this class, there are symbols that are used in the practice of Reiki. Symbols meaning it is words written in the Japanese language, which looks like a symbol, okay? And it means a word. So in Japanese culture, their words look like symbols to us, much like the writings in Egyptian. And I should probably pause and look up the correct name for all of these things, but I'm hoping that you understand what I'm saying. So they use these symbols, and the symbols are words, meanings. It's like saying ice cream, and if we had to put ice cream, we spell it out in letters, where in Japanese culture, it doesn't look like letters to us because they don't use the English alphabet, okay? So anyway, we can more easily refer to them as symbols because that's what they look like. They look like a symbol. All it is the word. That symbol has taken on a meaning. Okay. So in Reiki, these symbols are used. They are used to solidify an intention of whatever kind of healing you're looking to facilitate. So, they have audible names, so pronunciations for them. I was looking up information online to try to find an audio I could replay and replay and replay repetitiously so that I would make the correct pronunciation every time I wanted to speak them. If I wanted to speak the intention to facilitate a certain type of healing, I would get the pronunciation correct. I don't want to be speaking incorrectly. Now, why is that important to me? I'm going to use Christian terms now. And if you follow the Christian Bible, in the beginning was the Word was with God, and the Word was God. Our words are powerful. And so even how we speak to ourselves, how we speak to others, there is an energy flow that happens. Everything is energy. Everything is energy. Anyway, back to this. So in doing some independent study outside of my course that I'm taking, looking for a way to hear these pronunciations repetitiously, I found something online that was really, really disturbing and ludicrous, and I'm going to speak to that now. So there was a woman on here who I'm not going to name, but she claims to have been a Reiki master prior to, I'm rolling my eyes, and I can't help myself. Prior to being saved by Jesus Christ, and now has come to view the symbols and Reiki as this abhorrent thing. She even made the claim that anyone who says that Jesus performed Reiki is committing blasphemy. Oh boy. Okay. So I'm going to speak to that. Jesus the Christ absolutely utilized the universal energy, which is what Reiki is employing to do healing. Okay. The universal life force energy. That's what Reiki means. Universal life force energy. Okay. What did Jesus the Christ use to heal people, if not the universal life force energy? That which runs through all things. This is the unifying source field of everything that exists, is this universal life force energy. That is God. Universal life force energy is God. Okay? So yes, Jesus the Christ absolutely used that which is called Reiki to heal people. Absolutely. That is not blasphemy. It is the truth. It is the truth. Because it is the only thing that can do anything. It is the only substance. It is creation itself and that which brings creation about. It is all of that. Healing cannot occur without it. Okay? Because there is nothing. There is no thing without that universal life force energy. That is God. So, absolutely, Jesus the Christ used Reiki to heal people. Absolutely. Then she's talking about these symbols, okay, which really is just a word. Reiki. Okay, what we call Reiki, we spell it Reiki. When you look in other cultures, it looks like a symbol, but that's the word, is Reiki. But it appears like a symbol, okay? Because it is not given in the English alphabet. All right. I'm sure she had more arguments to make the claims that that Reiki is a bad thing. I'm sure she had more arguments to discredit it. I'm sure she had more arguments to say why this is bad. And I am telling you that in the practice and even in the teaching of Reiki, I can't say for all master practitioners, but the be all and end all, the purpose of it is stemming from love, which is that universal life force energy. That is love. It is just another name for it. So for really interesting, for those Christians or whoever that want to denounce, that want to condemn the practice of Reiki, when you are saying your prayers, you are accessing Reiki. When you are anything, when you are breathing your body, you're accessing Reiki. It is the universal life force energy. So it's just another name for that which you may call God or the Holy Spirit or whatever you want to call it. It is the same thing. For someone who is having an issue with symbolism or symbols, you are making symbols by saying, my version of what God is right and something else is wrong. That is symbolism. That is your golden calf. Your golden calf is that you worship what you see, what you think is correct. And you are holding on to that so tightly that you are making another wrong. That is what Christians call a sin. It's a crazy world we live in sometimes. I am not here to say one religion is right and one religion is wrong. What I'm here to say in this video is Please be mindful. When you condemn another, you condemn yourself. When you judge another, you hold yourself in judgment. This is the teaching of Jesus the Christ. I am a student of Christ. As a student of Christ, my job is to see the inconsistencies in what people believe about the teachings of Jesus the Christ. That's my job. So it just so happened that I came upon this thing when I was looking for pronunciations, and the instructor did give that. However, I just thought, if I could get an audio, it would be easier than creating one myself. And I was really looking for the easy way out here and stumbled across this other thing that I'm just shaking my head about. The judgments. The devil, even the word the devil was mentioned. The devil likes to use, oh my. The devil is the judge. The devil is the one who holds others in condemnation. The devil is the aspect of the human that believes they are better than, they are right, they are above another. That is what the devil is. It is not something outside of us. The devil is the aspect that would stand in judgment and thereby condemning the self in that practice. That's the devil. It's not something outside of us. It's not something outside of a Christian. It is not. But as long as you believe the devil is outside of you, you will have an us and them. You will have a right and wrong. You will have a way it needs to be correct. Watch your judgments. Watch your judgments. There would be no other way for Jesus the Christ to perform the miracles that he performed if he did not utilize the God power, universal life force energy, which flows through everything. It is that which creates the ability to manipulate material, physical form. Okay? Because it is that which called the physical form, the material, into being. So the only way you can heal is if you can access that which created the form in the first place. You must be able to access that in order to manipulate the form, in order to call into being a change, an effect within that. There's really nothing else to say, but when I came across that, okay. And what I'm going to say next is this. When someone asks me if I'm a Christian, I really shirk and recoil at the word Christian. This is why. Because it is because of those people who claim to be Christians who are believing and instructing and vocalizing and behaving in ways that are anything but Christian. I am a Christian. I am a student and a follower of Christ. Not because some book tells me how I need to be, not because some religious leader has said this is what that looks like. I am a student of Christ because I can be nothing else. I know that is all that is here. That's all that exists here is Christ. So I can be nothing but that. I call myself a student of Christ because I'm not the master. The master is the one who sent me, the Christ of me, who makes appearances from time to time. The Christ of me makes appearances from time to time. I would say in its fullness, but I'm not always the fullness of that. So I claim myself as a student of Christ because I am not always the very best of me in this form. I am not always accessing the very best of me. That's the difference between Jesus the Christ and Missy, right? Missy the Christ shows up, does what it comes to do, and then kind of is back here, you know? But my personality structure is still here, and my personality structure is still informing my daily activities. So now, when I speak to another person, I understand that there is a Christ of them also, and that is who I try to direct my attention to. However, the personality structure can become distracted by the other's personality structure. The Christs are communicating, having a great time, and it may be unbeknownst to the personality structures having the exchange. The truth is, we are all having the experience of what it is to be a human on this planet. Speaking of humans now, bipedal. To get caught up in the divisiveness of religious differences, the divisiveness of wanting to be right above another. I really cannot understand this from my position. And again, I would love to be able to claim that I am a Christian, but as long as there are Christians speaking such ridiculous, ludicrous claims, I have a really hard time saying I'm a Christian, because that word Christian, there's a symbol for you. That word Christian has taken on a meaning of a person who believes in the Bible, who believes they are right and everyone else is wrong. Or even that will say someone else is going to go to hell because they live a different kind of life. Someone else is going to, and there is no such thing as hell either. Hell is not outside of us. The devil is not outside of us. It is within us, because everything is within God, as we are within God. Nothing is outside of us. Now, there are those who will say that by claiming we are all a Christ, there is a Christ of me, there is a Christ of you, and we are all within God. We are the body of Christ. We are the sons and daughters of God, and Jesus, the Christ, was the same. And there are those who will say that's blasphemy. But Jesus would beg to differ, just so you know. Jesus would say, this is my brother in whom I am well pleased. This is my sister in whom I am well pleased. And the Father and we are one. The Father and we are one. I hope this message finds you well, in peace and in love. May you be blessed.